This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, so before starting today, so any questions, anyone so far? If you have any questions, you can ask for questions. No questions? Okay, so let's continue with what we discussed yesterday. Okay, I mean, before starting, um, how you need to follow this training, right? I shared one of the document with you, right? This is the main document. So I recommend bookmark this one. Okay, save this URL. You can click on this and bookmark, right? So like this. So daily you can open this one and just to follow, right? So by this time, I hope you are able to register here, right? To have the Salesforce free account. So this is the place we need to register. So after registering, whatever we get is a Salesforce production. We call that one as production. Once you register successfully to log in on day-to-day basis, this is the URL. You need to go to this website and enter your username and password and login so that you can see Salesforce CRM applications by default what was Salesforce they offer after the registration. Okay, so just to follow, I will keep all the steps. So all you need to do just to follow these steps. Okay, apart from this, some of the documents, right? Maybe one time, so to refer whatever the documents needed, I will list out all the documents here. So here I included the PPTs, whatever I explained and all those things. So I'll keep on adding here. Okay. And also the recordings. So I'll add all recordings here. Okay. So all you need to do daily, open this Excel sheet and follow this document. Okay. So that is the plan. Okay. Um, yeah. And also the notes, right? I'll keep on add the documents. So I'm just typing all the notes here. Okay, so and also the syllabus I'll be updating. All those links I'll add in this document so that whenever you want to see what is the current progress and the notes and everything in one place. And also one thing, it's better if you have the Gmail account, right? Maybe some of you, if you registered using Yahoo or some other email address, it's better if you can share the Gmail so that it will be easy for you to access all these things, even the recordings and everything. So all these are the Google products I'm using. So better if you share the Gmail address. Okay, so those are the things. So now let's continue with what we discussed yesterday. Okay, so first understand how the project starts and what is our role in that project. So where exactly we will work. So we should be able to understand that. Okay, I'm just we are considering a client called Apple company. So it is a product based company, right? They have iPhone, um, so they have Apple laptops and different products. So they need CRM on day to day to maintain the Apple customers information. They need CRM. So here we are assuming, okay, so Vera is, let's say, head of the Apple CRM. Okay, Vera and his team, they need CRM for their company, Apple. Okay, so let's say Salesforce is one of the number one CRM platform. So let's say they contacted Salesforce and they started with the trial edition. Let's say they registered and once they register, they get all these three applications. Okay, and so how we can use these applications? I will show you. Yesterday we registered, right? So we registered in this website, developer.salesforce.com. So we have that account, right? So I'll use that, and I'll log in and show you. Okay. So this is the website, and so maybe for the class, right? For the class account, so the username, whatever I give is vera@batch105.com. Okay. In your case, when you register, you might be having a different username. Okay. I'll also provide access to our class account so that you can log in and see whatever we configured or whatever we developed. But practice you need to do in our own account, whatever you registered. Okay. So if you have still questions after the demonstrations, I will add you to a WhatsApp group. Okay. So small things you can ask in that group, so people will help. Okay. So now this company they registered, and now how to log in, right? So any company, so this they registered for the company, right? Not for personal purpose. Vera is an employee of Apple company, so he registered for their company. So all the Apple employees they will be log into the Salesforce CRM and try to access that application. So let's log in, right? So this is the URL to log in. So click on that, and so on day-to-day basis, all Apple employees to access, they open this website. Okay, this is a generic URL. So sometimes they can have a custom domain, maybe apple.my.salesforce.com. Okay, you have to understand, it's not like only login.salesforce.com is the website to log in. In some cases, they might have their company domain name. Okay, so both ways they can log in. Okay, so now I'm using that username. So we are at batch105.com. Okay, batch105 is a company name. Instead of giving Apple, I'm using batch105. If you want, you can give apple.com, or you can give some other company name. Okay, so password, I'm entering the password. Login. Okay, so once we log in, right, even after you register, so first time once we log in, you see like this. Okay, now this one, whatever you are seeing, so we call as lightning experience. Okay, when you join in Salesforce project, people say lightning experience and Salesforce classic. Okay, so lightning experience, from the year 2015, Salesforce they introduced this lightning experience. The look and feel is more better when compared to old one. Okay, so still if you want to see the old look and feel, okay, so once you log in, top right corner, right, you see this we call as profile icon, right, view profile icon. So you can click on that one, and if you see there is one option called switch to Salesforce Classic, you click on that one. So whatever we see is the old version, the old look and feel of the Salesforce. Before 2015, it used to be like this. The look and feel, the way how you are seeing, right? It's different when compared to lightning experience. But nowadays, 90%. So if you join in any project, so mostly people are using the lightning experience. Okay, you don't need to bother much about this Salesforce Classic. Still, if you want to know more about the Salesforce Classic, I'm planning to upload my old recordings where I explained about Classic. You can refer those. I'll share those details next few days. Okay, so but our main aim in this training. So mostly we need to work with the lightning experience. So we don't go back to classic. Okay, it is outdated. Okay, again, if you want to go back to the lightning experience, so you need to click here. Okay, so one basic point what we need to know, right? So Salesforce. So once we log in, uh, there are two. At Salesforce UI, we say UI. UI means user interface. It's whatever we see, right? Once after opening a website, right? So whatever we are seeing, that one we call as user interface, right? So we are interacting with this. I am one of the user, right? I logged in and we are interacting with this website, right? So we call as user interface. UI means user interface. Okay. So there are two types of Salesforce UI. One is Lightning Experience, and the other one is Salesforce Classic. Okay. So just we should know about this one. I think someone is calling. Let me. Hello. Yeah. Sorry. I think some people they are joining to Google Meeting. Maybe some of your friends or someone they're trying to join there. Just all of you need to join GoToMeeting. Okay, so let me come back here. So the main thing, so we have two types of experience: Lightning Experience and Salesforce Classic. Okay, so now throughout our course we work with the Lightning Experience. Okay, so now so once we log in, first thing, let's explore about the applications. I told that as part of the Salesforce CRM. So mainly we'll be having three applications, right? So marketing is one application, sales is one application, service is one application. Okay. So now Vera is one of the user logged in. This Salesforce account is created for Apple company, right? Now for this Apple company Salesforce CRM, so Vera is one of the user, right? To see the user details, okay, top right corner. So view and so click on settings to see the details about this user, right? Click on that profile icon and click on settings so that we can see the details of this person, Vera, right? So first name, last name, email address. This is the email address. I gave my email address because to verify the email and everything. And this is the username and other details, phone number, everything you can update, right? So if you want to see even more details, left side we have advanced user details, right? Click on advanced user detail so that you see more details about this user, right? So if you see, so Vera, and also a few things, right? You see user license, Salesforce license, and the profile, system administrator. So what is this profile? What is this license? Slowly you will understand with our course progress. Okay, at high level to understand. So Salesforce, they offer different user licenses. Okay, so at least they should have, any company if they want to register with Salesforce, first they have to register, at least they need one user license for Salesforce. Okay, so if the user is assigned with the Salesforce license, that user can access all the Salesforce CRM applications, sales, marketing, and service. And also based on, to explain even more, right, when you register anywhere else also, you see different editions. Okay, so let me maybe open the company specific information and show you so that you will understand. Okay, this company, right, Apple company, so when they registered, to know for which edition they registered and all those things. Okay, so as a administrator, once you log in to explore few administrative settings, okay, you need to click on this gear icon. Yeah, so throughout this course, as a administrator, as a developer, so to configure or to develop, so this is the icon we use most of the times. You need to click on this gear icon, setup. We say setup icon, gear icon, and we have setup. Okay, you need to click on setup. The other options I'll explain going forward. This is the one frequently we use. Okay, after 3 or 4 classes, you'll easily identify what is this. Okay, click on the setup. Yeah, any questions?
Your screen is not visible.
My screen is not visible.
Yeah, it's not shared.
For me, it is
Visible.
Yeah, so I think if you are not seeing my screen, so did you?
Clear.
Yeah, I think maybe drop from this meeting and again join.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I just clicked on setup, right? So this is the place. So this setup, right? Everyone cannot see. Okay, only the administrators, they can see the setup. The end users means, right? So I mean there are different categories of users who use Salesforce. Okay, so from this Apple company, so let's say they have 1,000 users. Okay, so out of 1,000 users, this Apple company, they maintain maybe 3 or 5 administrators, okay, to manage on day-to-day operations. Only those people, when they log in, they can see the setup and all those things. The regular employees of the Apple company, right? Example, they have some employees, marketing employees, sales employees, service employees, right? All those are the employees of the Apple company. So those employees, they use the Salesforce CRM application. So they are the end users. End users means who use the application. Okay, those are the end users. You see, most of the users are the end users. So end users, what they can do, so once they log in, they don't see the setup. They see only the applications. They can click on app launcher. They can open sales, marketing, service, those applications, and they can use the functionality of those applications. This one, only the administrators, developers, only those people they see. Okay, how we can see, slowly you'll understand. Okay, there are some permissions and all. We'll discuss about those things. Okay, now just so we logged in just to explain so about the editions and the details. So once you click on setup, left side, search for company information. Okay, so we want to see this Apple company. So what is the edition they are using, and to understand more. Okay, so this place we should know. Okay, click on company information and understand. Okay, this is the company name. Who is the primary contact? First time, this is the person registered for this Apple company for Salesforce, right? And also based on the company time zone, right? So default time zone. In general, you see default time zone, America, Los Angeles, because Salesforce is in San Francisco. By default, you see this time zone based on the company headquarters. Apple is also in San Francisco. So they are good with this time zone. Okay, if they are in some other time zone, they can change to that time zone. I'll explain in future. So what is the advantage of this time zone? Okay, all these are the default settings. So here main thing what I want to show you, the organization edition. Okay, so we registered for the developer edition, free account. Okay, no need to pay. But the real company when they register, here you see unlimited edition or enterprise edition, those kind of editions. Okay, we should have at least basic understanding about these editions. Unlimited edition, right? So just to have some understanding. Okay, so Salesforce editions. Okay, so first thing, unlimited. Unlimited edition means by default they access all the different applications like marketing, sales, and this. Okay, all these applications they can access. That is unlimited. You also see a different edition called enterprise, right? So when to choose enterprise edition? So let's say this Apple company, they want only marketing, they want only sales, they want only service. They don't want all these three modules. Let's say they want only service. Okay, in those situations, they go with enterprise, right? And they can say, we want service cloud. Okay, I mean, people say cloud. Okay, so we use terminology sales cloud, service cloud, marketing cloud, and there are different clouds. Okay, so sales cloud is nothing but main focus with the sales application. Service cloud, if the company is mainly using service application, service cloud. Company can use both, right? When you join in a project, they have maybe both sales cloud and service cloud, both. Okay, so just understand those kind of things. Okay, so in our case, Apple company, they are using all these clouds, right? Marketing. So here in this case, end, right? So marketing application, sales application, and service, everything will be included as part of the unlimited. Enterprise means they can only register for sales or they can only register for service. It's up to them. Okay, so some features and a few other options will be different. So based on the company need, they'll register. Even there are many other types like professional edition and other things. I'm not talking more about that. Okay, so that is like one-time job. Initially, the Apple company, they'll take care of talking to the Salesforce sales team and set up this one. Okay, just we should have high-level overview about these editions. That's why I'm explaining. Okay, so have some basic understanding. So this is what it is. Okay, so but in our case, we have this edition. Okay, then also this company, right? By default, English language, right? So let's say one of the Japanese client, right, from Japan, one of the company, they registered for Salesforce. Mostly Japan, they deal with the Japanese language. China, they deal with Chinese language. Okay, so based on the company headquarters, based on the employees, there is a possibility to change this language to their specific language. So just to understand these things. And also one more thing, the next important thing is instance, right? If you see instance, Instance name is USA 862 is the instance name. So what is this meaning, right? So if you remember, we discussed about the concept of servers, right? Server looks like this, right? So from my laptop, I opened login.salesforce.com, entered username and password, and I logged in, and I am seeing all these applications. From where all this information is coming, right? If I am seeing on my screen means this information should store somewhere. All this information is coming from where? From the Salesforce server, right? Salesforce, they maintain servers like this. Salesforce, they have hundreds of servers. Okay, so from one of the Salesforce server, all this information is coming, and I'm seeing on my screen through the Chrome browser. Right? We can also open through some other browsers. I'm using Chrome browser, right? So now, what are the other servers? So where to see the servers information, whatever Salesforce is providing? I'll open one website and show you so that you will understand. Okay, so anyone, right? If you registered, so yesterday I asked you to register. So all of you might be registered here. So go and check the company information. If you are registered from India, you might see something like IND, some number, right? So all of you will be having maybe different instance or maybe same instance name if you are registered from US, right? So to see the servers information, okay, so we need to open a website called trust.salesforce.com. Okay, this is the website. Okay, so just I want you to explore this one. Okay, I'm providing that. So maybe I'll add here. These are Salesforce servers. You can see in this website. Okay, so just I'll also add one point here, the Salesforce editions, right? If you want to explore about what is that edition and all those things, okay, so go to this website and explore. You see, they say unlimited. So maybe not this one. I think this one says. So they have these products. I think this is mainly related to sales. Just I want to Salesforce pricing plans. Okay, I mean they have Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, and platform and different things. So let's say sales. Also, while talking, we can say unlimited. We can also say we want sales and service and everything. Okay, I mean explore about those editions here. Okay. Just I'm also keeping that Salesforce editions. You know, our edition is a developer edition, free account. Okay, so just explore these things. So now trusted.salesforce.com to see about the server information, right? This is our site. So here you need to go to, you are seeing many options. Okay, so you need to see this sales and service. This is what we need to see. Throughout this course, this is what we discuss. Okay, the other things are different clouds. As part of this training, we are not going to discuss those things. Okay, because Salesforce, they acquired many companies and they're expanding their products. But the core product is this sales and service. Okay, you need to click on this status. Okay, and left side are Salesforce services. And if you see, all these are the servers. All these are the servers available. If you see, scroll down, coming. They have hundreds of servers. Okay, so here in general, right, AP means Asia Pacific. Okay, maybe some servers, Asia means maybe China, India, Japan, those, right? So maybe you can also arrange, right, Asia Pacific. Yeah, but I want only to see America servers. So this one in America also, it's like North America. Okay, Brazil, right, Canada, and USA, all those kind of things. And also in between you are seeing something like CS. CS is like a customer sandbox. Sandbox means going forward we'll discuss. Okay, whenever we try to work for any requirements, right? Yesterday we discussed Apple company, they have 100 requirements, and let's say they are giving that project to Infosys, and when we join in Infosys company and work for Apple, right? As a developer, as an administrator, we don't directly work in the Apple production, right? We don't directly work in their production. Production is the place where all Apple employees use the application. Because when we try to develop anything in single shot, we cannot develop the accurate application, right? While developing, there will be many errors, many things. So we need to work in a test environment. So technically, those test environments we call as sandbox. Sandbox is like a playing. As an administrator, as a developer, we'll develop and test it, and we play with that functionality, whatever we are developing. Okay, so I mean, sandboxes, they allocate in these servers, CS servers. So all these are the servers. Okay, now if you go back to our Salesforce account, right? So our server is this one. So let's search for that. Control F and search. This is a server. Now, for this Apple company, when I register for this company, they got space in this server. USA 862, right? This server is like, right? If you want to visualize, it will be like this. Okay, this server is located somewhere in USA. So are they they are allocating this entire server to this Apple company? No. Okay. So they won't allocate this entire server to that Apple company. Okay. So what they'll do from this server, right? Assume that this is the server USA 862. They only allocate some specific memory out of this server. Okay. It's not like this entire server they are giving to Apple company. Maybe in future, let's say some other company, let's say Coca-Cola company, they are also in USA, and if they register, they might also get space in the same server. In the same server, the Apple company information will be there, Coca-Cola company information will be there, right? Different hundreds of other companies information will be maintained in the same server of the Salesforce, right? Because Salesforce, they have many customers, Apple, Coca-Cola, and many other healthcare clients like Aetna, Cigna. There are many different industries. Okay, they are using Salesforce. They might have space in the same server. Okay, but how they maintain? So if the information is there in the same server, Apple company, how they avoid showing that information to Coca-Cola company? All that the Salesforce company, they'll take care. Okay, so I mean, there is no way that Apple company, they can see Coca-Cola information, Coca-Cola company, they can see Apple. Okay, so that will be maintained by Salesforce. In case if they are seeing each other's information, so Salesforce will be facing a big problem. Okay, but they'll maintain that. Okay, that's the concept, right? Cloud computing means so they have one server and but they are using the same server to provide services to different companies. Okay, just understand. We should aware of those things. Okay, so now in this server, some place is assigned to Apple company, and also sometimes, right? Let's say one day if I try to log in, I'm not able to log in, or maybe I'm able to log in. When I try to access anything, it is very slow or something. Okay, so if you want to check really this server or any problem with the server, so that time we go to this website and see, right? So core service green means everything is working fine, there's no problem. Sometimes you see yellow color means there is some performance impact. Sometimes you see red color means server is down, that means something happened to this. If something happens, they will restore within minutes, maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, hardly 30 minutes. Again, we'll try to resolve and it will be up. Okay, I mean, in worst case to see, so this is the place we see. Okay, so just understand this is most important thing. And also the next important thing, which version in the sense, so nowadays, right, you take any technology, it's not like a one time if they provide, forever it will be like this, right? Keep on, they try to improve their services. Okay, if you take, let's say, Java or .NET or Python, any software if you take, keep on, they'll introduce the new versions with the new features and functionality. In the same way, Salesforce also, they offer new features every year. Okay, so they are calling the each time when they introduce new feature, they will release a new version. Okay, in Salesforce we call those things as winter, spring, summer, right, with the seasons. So that means every year for sure they release 3 versions. Okay, winter, spring, summer, these are the versions you see. Okay, but every year there is a spring and winter and summer, right? To identify year name also they mention. So at present this Salesforce account, it is with spring 24, right? Spring version 2024 year is going on. Next few months if you see summer 24, after summer 24 again winter 25, like that, keep on, you will see. Okay, so I want to know, so when they are releasing the summer 24, because they are introducing a new feature which is not available at present. As an administrator, as a developer, I want to explore that feature. I'm waiting for that feature to solve one of the client requirement. So what we do, we click on maintenance. Okay, here we can see the schedule. Okay, so if you see summer 24 major release, it's the first time the major version of the summer 24. So they are releasing on June 7th. From June 7th, you will see this version. Means you will see some new features. Okay, so just understand. So this is most important thing. So if you are working with Salesforce, we should know about the Salesforce versions. Okay, that's the basic thing. So Salesforce versions, you'll see starts with winter, summer, right? Always year will be there, right? So winter 24, at present spring 24, summer 24. After that again winter 25, like that you see. Okay, the schedule and all you can see here in this website. Okay, so this is one of the important point. So we should aware of the Salesforce versions. Okay, so now if you go back and see, we're trying to understand about the Salesforce company information. Okay, so here the primary contact, and we are seeing this is the edition, and this is the server. In this server, this company, they have a space. In the same server, other companies' information also will be there, right? But how Salesforce recognize in this server, how they recognize Apple company information, how they recognize the Coca-Cola company information, right? So using the Salesforce organization ID. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, as administrator, as a developer, we should know this. Every company, when they register with Salesforce, once they get the production in one of the server, Salesforce will assign a unique ID. This is the ID. Based on this ID, they identify this Apple, this company information. Okay, so Coca-Cola, they will be having a different ID. Under that, they maintain all that company information like that. Okay, so just understand. And the next thing, so let's say, I mean, server, right? Let's say in this server, they have like 1 million terabyte. That's the memory they have. Just assume that. In that, how much memory they are allocating to Apple company? Do they provide 1 terabyte or 10 terabyte? How much memory they provide? Okay, to see that, again, go to that company information. So if you see here, we have this user data space. So click on this one, view user data space. Here we see the memory. How much memory from that server they are allocating to this Apple company. Okay, so click on view and see the data storage. So this much data, right? This much data they can store here. If you see, they are providing 5 MB. 5 MB means very, very less. Okay, the thing is 5 MB because we registered for the developer edition account, right? Developer edition account is a free account, right? No need to pay anything. Since we are not paying anything, they are providing all the features, whatever they have, but they are only allocating 5 MB memory. With this free account, you cannot run business. So really, some company, if they want to freely use Salesforce, they cannot use because practically 5 MB is very less for the company. Okay. So just understand, but in reality, really, if the Apple company, if they registered for the unlimited edition, so by default, they allocate based on the edition. Right? By default, let's say they allocate 20 GB, 30 GB, like that. Okay. And if they want more space, they will allocate. Right? Let's say Apple company, 20 GB is not sufficient. So what they'll do, they'll request. They can ask, they need 300 GB. Yeah, Salesforce will offer. Okay. They don't offer only the memory, right? Since Apple company, they are using Salesforce CRM applications and their platform. So to run that applications, they need memory. So they allocate 300 GB or 500 GB or whatever they want, even 1 terabyte, 5 terabyte. the company, they need to pay extra money to Salesforce and they can maintain. Okay, just understand. File storage means some documents, images. So they are offering 20 MB. So since it is a free account, we have very, very less information. Okay, in a paid account, you'll see even more information. Okay, just I want to show you. I'll show you one paid account so that you will understand how it works. Okay, we should know the clear difference. So because it is developer edition, we are not paying. We have some limitations, but in the paid account, you will see some more details. Okay, so just I have one paid account to manage my training. So I have a paid account from Salesforce. Okay, I'm trying to log into my company. So I have a registered company. So for that company, Salesforce I'm using. Okay, so I'll log in and I'll show you. I'll open company information. I'll show you details. Okay, so for a few seconds I'll pass my screen. I think this GoToMeeting, they changed their user interface. Okay, for a few seconds you don't see any movement in my screen. Okay, so okay, again I'm sharing my screen. Okay, so now if you see, I logged into one of the company Salesforce account. Okay, this is the company name. Okay, and now from here I'm going to the company information. I click on this company information. Yeah, you see this company name and also the primary contact. Right now, if you see here, this company is located in India. Right. So if you see the instance, IND means India. So this company, they have the space in this server. And what is the organization? Edition. What is the edition? Enterprise edition. Here I'm using only Sales Cloud. Okay, there is no service application, only sales application, Enterprise edition for sales. Okay, this is the unique ID for this organization. Okay, and also if you see user data space. Okay, if you see time zone also, you see India. So you see all dates and everything as per India time. Okay, so now user data space, click on view. And if you see for this enterprise edition, by default they provided 10 GB. Okay, this is the data used out of 10 GB. Right, file storage 13 GB. So if this company needs more, so we can request Salesforce, they'll increase, but they charge more. It's like that. Okay, so just understand this difference. Okay, and also one of the limitation with the developer edition, right? we cannot create the sandbox from the developer edition. Okay, so sandbox is nothing but when we start working, we should not work directly in the production. Okay, we work in a test environment. We can create the test environments from paid Salesforce account. Okay, this is the paid account, right? So if I want to create a test environment for development purpose or testing purpose, so from left side, right, we should be in the setup area. Okay, already I'm in setup area. So left side, search for sandbox. You see, you are seeing sandboxes. So click on sandboxes. You see, right, I have two sandboxes, training, UAT. Right, in general, when we work in software, right, you see people, they maintain different test environments. Dev, QA means quality assurance testing team. UAT means user acceptance testing, like that. I'll explain more. Just I'm giving high level overview everywhere. We'll go into details again step by step. Okay, here my point is, again, if you see, there are different types of sandboxes. So developer pro, partial copy, full. Again, we need to discuss about these types. Okay, I'll explain what is the difference going forward. My point here, these sandboxes can be created in the paid Salesforce account. But whatever you registered from developer edition account. So if you go to our account, this is our account. Okay. So if you try to search for sandboxes, you don't see. You cannot create the sandbox. Okay. So directly we do the development, we configure everything directly in this production only. It's like a production but in reality, for the paid account, we don't directly do in production, which will spoil the real functionality. Okay, so always we work in the sandbox. I'll give more details slowly. Okay, but high level, you should know this, the clear difference between the production and sandbox. Okay, in few minutes, I'll give the steps how we deal with that. That is just about the company information, how it works, those details. Okay, so we discussed about the company information. Okay, understand about the company, right? So just I'm just mentioning the company information, know about that, and just to explore different options. Okay, let's say explore the options under company information. So just do that. Okay, I'll also slowly reveal the other websites. Go from there. Okay, so now let's come back and discuss. Okay, so first time Apple company, Vera is a person logged in, and we are seeing the company information, all those things. Under that, if you see, right, you see the user licenses, the Salesforce license. There are two licenses for the free account. So by default, Salesforce, they offer two Salesforce licenses. One is user. So Vera is one of the user logged in, right? One more license is available. Okay, but what is the difference between the Salesforce license and the other licenses? So we have other licenses, external apps login, Salesforce platform license, right? So you see a few more licenses. Okay, so partner community, different licenses. Now I am not touching all differences. High level, just to make you understand. The Salesforce license If it is enterprise edition, the sales cloud or service cloud, whatever company they took, so those options we can see, those applications. If it is unlimited edition, this license user can see all the applications, sales, marketing, and service, all the applications. So let's say if you assign this license to Salesforce, this license to one of the user, Salesforce platform, they cannot access the applications provided by Salesforce, like marketing, sales, service, that user cannot access. But what they can access the custom applications. Custom means the applications what we develop, which is not provided by Salesforce. Right? I'm saying that when you register Salesforce, they offer Salesforce CRM applications, marketing, sales, service. We don't see those, but we can also create the custom applications. Those we can access. Okay, those slowly you will understand, but I am just explaining, right? So about the user licenses. Okay, so just I'm touching those topics. Just a little bit. I'll also show you where to explore about this. Okay, so just to get some idea about the user licenses. Okay, so explore, search in Google, or I'll reveal some websites where you can go and see. Okay, so just I recommend to see that. Okay, so now I'm saying one license. Sorry, go to that company. Out of 2 licenses, 1 license is used. So where to see that? Where to see? Okay, to see all the users who are part of this company. We know that Vera is registered, only that user is there. Okay, to see the users, left side. Okay, you should be in the setup area. In case here, if you are not seeing the setup, all you need to do right side, click on this gear icon, click on setup, so that you should see setup here. Okay, here in the search box. No need to by heart all these navigations. We just remember some keyword, right? Company, user, search it and you will get it. Okay, users is the option. So click on users. Here you see all the users available in this company, for this company, Salesforce CRM. Okay, if you see, we know that we registered, yesterday we registered Vera and username, everything we gave, right? So in general, by default, the primary user, whoever register, they will be assigned with profile called system administrator. System administrator is like a super user who can do anything, right? The highest permissions, who can do anything by using this Salesforce account. Any configuration, development, anything this user can do. Okay, more about the permissions we'll discuss going forward. High level, just understand system admin is a super user. So Vera is created. But if you see, there are other users also, right? Charter expert, user integration, user security. These are some of the users automatically generated by Salesforce. Okay, when you register, you also see these users by default created by Salesforce. So these are not maybe specific to a particular person in that company. Okay, so when you join in company you see some generic accounts maintained. Example, admin, right? So admin@apple.com, right? Maybe HR@apple.com, CEO@apple.com. Who can access that admin@apple.com? Whoever is joined for that administrative job, right? So that guy will go and become admin, right? As per, so what we are discussing, Sonali, right? is joined in Apple company as administrator. So now Sonali will have maybe a email admin@apple.com, right? Tomorrow, if she resign, some other person joins, so they'll associate that email to this user. So it's like that. Okay. In the same way, so these are like we can call these as system users. Okay. So it's not for a specific company. I mean, specific user. Whoever is doing this security, whoever is playing this role in that company, that person, right? So like a system. Otherwise, sometimes the system, we'll say system means automated things which happens in the background, not associated to a specific user. So those things to maintain. Okay, more about this you will understand in future. For now, if you don't understand also, just not a problem. Just to understand that these are like for background purpose, not associated to a specific user. Okay, so just now we have only one user. The other users are just for system users. Okay, not associated to any real employee of the Apple company. Now only this person registered for Apple company employees, not only for his use. He need to give access to the team, other team members also. So since this user is a system admin, right? This user can create few more users. Okay. So this user, if you see here, new user. Okay. So now if you see here, Vera is the head of the department, Apple CRM. His team, let's say Sonali is one of the team member, right? You need to give access. Okay, so all you need to do, just go to users and new user and give the details, right? First name, last name, maybe Sonali, all those details. Okay, so maybe I'm just okay, this user, I will give access to this user so that you can log in and see whatever we are configuring in our class or whatever we are developing, we can see. Okay, so just I want to give some maybe I'm using Sonali name. Okay, so first name, just I'm giving access. Okay, and also license, which license? Okay, let's say Sonali also should access everything, all marketing, sales, and service applications. I'm choosing this Salesforce license. Okay, if you choose other license, she might not be able to see those standard applications. Okay, I'm assigning to Salesforce. So if you see here, a red bar means here red color. These are like mandatory. That means if you don't populate those and try to save, it won't allow to save. Okay, mandatory. Profile is mandatory. Which type of access this user should have. Okay, so if you want all full permissions, system administrator. If you assign this read only, right? Read only means this user can log in and see the applications, but some restrictions. Maybe cannot create other user, maybe cannot set up those kind of things. Okay, let's say I'm using read-only permission, read-only profile. Okay, so this user will be having limited permissions. So more about permissions, we have a separate topic. So that time we'll discuss. Okay, and also role, even though it is showing as required, that is really not required. Okay, you can keep that. And the email address, we need to give the email address. Okay, I'm just giving my email address only because every time I cannot ask one of you to check. Technically, it is email address of this person, Sonali, right? So here I'm giving my email address. Okay, username should be right unique. Okay, in general, sonali@apple.com. But instead of Apple, I'm using this batch 105. Okay, I'm using that username, and all other fields are optional. I'm not populating optional fields, all required fields, and I'm creating save. So that now this Vera, this user created one more user. Now that means in this Apple company, for to use this Salesforce CRM, there are two users, Vera and Sonali. Both users, they can log in and access. In the similar way, let's say total 1,000 employees, including marketing, sales, service. We create users like this, and everyone, they'll set their password and log in. Right? It's for the company. So whatever one user is creating can be seen by other user. Okay. So also we control, if CEO creates something, we can control who can see that. So those are the topics we discuss going forward. Okay. So now we need to set the password. We created user, but this user should set the password. I might get one email now. So let me check my email. Okay. If you see this one, Sonali. So verify and reset. So what will happen if I reset, right? So I'm using the Chrome browser. Already Vera, one of the person logged in to this Apple, this company website. If I set the password and try to log in the same browser, what will happen? It will take the Sonali user logged in, and we lose this Vera user login. Okay, it will enter into Sonali user mode. Okay, I mean, in case if you don't want to log out from the Vera account, and so if you want to still log in with Sonali, okay, so when we work, we have to do those kind of things. So what we'll do, instead of directly doing here, so go to my account and verify account, right click and just copy the link address, because I don't want to log out from Vera. So if you see, if you are using the Chrome browser, we have incognito mode. Means, I mean, if you don't want to store whatever the websites we are visiting or whatever we are searching, we need to go here, right? I'm opening that one and here enter. So that way, it maintains that Vera user in that main mode. Incognito is like a different, same browser, but it separates the regular mode and incognito mode. Okay. So reset the password. And I'm giving password. This password I'll share after our demonstrations. Okay. Now the second user of this Apple company is logged in. Okay. Now if you see, this user is seeing some home page and all this, right? And also let's see, click on setup. Click on setup. Maybe go to users. Let's say this user, see how this user is accessing. Go to users. Okay, now if you see, we cannot display this page. Okay, this is like due to this incognito mode. Okay, sometimes we might see these things. Okay, I'm just clicking on, I think in classic they'll show. Okay, here I'm seeing. But if I see you are not seeing new, right? I want to create new user. If you see at present we logged in as Sonali. Sonali is having read-only profile, right? She has limitations. She cannot. So really, if we want to create one more user, so Vira is the administrator. He can only create. Okay. So now just to explain to you, the end users, right? Most of the end users. So we give these kind of read-only and some restricted profiles. Only who has more expertise, who can configure, who can develop, will assign that administrator permissions. Okay, so just to understand. So now, I mean, so clearly we have limitations, right? So let's say this Vera, you cannot modify. Limitations are there. Okay, anyway, I don't want this user, just to show you logged in, and this is how the other users they can log in and access. I'm closing this one. Now coming back here, now already we logged in as Vera, right? So just I showed you how we deal with the users. Okay, one thing. So what you need to explore is about the user licenses. After that, users, right? So creating users, user, create, modify users. Yeah, I mean, follow my instructions by watching video and create, so that you'll be done with one step, right? It should be like very clear for us. At the end of this training, if you follow all these steps, that means you gained all that knowledge. Okay, follow these steps, read these notes, so that we should be good. Okay, also going forward, so I'll add two extra links here. So maybe to, before we continue further things, right? So before we just we understood how to see company information, users, user licenses. The next thing what we are going to do is we are going to understand about the applications, right? So this part, app launcher, and here first we start with marketing application, and we'll explore with that. Okay, I mean, so let me click on view all, and marketing, I think CRM classic. Think they named this one like this. Okay, let me open. So marketing CRM classic, that's what they are saying, this application name. The reason is, so they have, if you are exploring, or if you start with a job search, you might hear about marketing cloud. Okay, people ask, do you have marketing cloud experience? Okay, you have to say, I don't know, I don't have marketing cloud experience. Okay, as part of this training, we only discuss about this marketing CRM, the classic application. Marketing cloud is completely different. That's a completely different Salesforce product. From developer edition account, whatever we register, that is not having marketing cloud. That only have this marketing CRM classic. Okay, just understand, after learning this course, while applying for the job, if someone say marketing cloud, you have to say, I don't know. Okay, if you want to learn about marketing cloud, that's a different product that we don't get free like this. by going to developer.salesforce.com, we cannot get Marketing Cloud for free. Only if you are working for a company and if they are using Marketing Cloud, that time only you will experience that Marketing Cloud and how it works, not on a regular basis. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay, that's why previously they used to only say marketing. Okay, because people are confusing with this, right? If you are starting newly, since we are discussing about marketing application, you think that okay, I know Marketing Cloud also. I mean, to avoid that confusion, again, I think they changed this name. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so anyway, we don't have more time to explain about this marketing, sales, and service applications. I want to use the tomorrow's time to explain about sales, marketing, and service those applications. Okay, so still we have 10 minutes time. So I want to utilize that time to explain the other factors with Salesforce. Okay, so since we are learning Salesforce, so first thing, any technology if you are learning, how to improve, how to learn new topics. Anyway, our training, if you follow, yeah, it's good. Okay, so for 3 years or 6 years, whatever we need to know, we'll be discussing as part of this training. It's not like, so if you know all these things, is it possible to work in any project? You can work, but project to project, we need to know some extra information. So no one knows, even that Salesforce CEO might have high level understanding, but in depth, no one knows, right? So project to project, we need some extra knowledge, okay, to learn all those kind of things. Salesforce, they have a website. In that website on different topics of Salesforce, so they have some modules, so where we can go and read and understand about that. And also they are providing that one like a game, right? So in general, if you play a game, right, so what you will get, you get some entertainment while playing game. You get some points. Maybe you can play with other people, multiplayer games. We compare who get more points. In the same way, so Salesforce company, they are offering a website called Trailhead. Okay? Trailhead Salesforce. Okay. So this is the website. Okay, all of you. So we need to visit this website, and already we have the developer edition account, right? Correct. We have the developer edition Salesforce account. Same credentials you can use to log into this trailhead.salesforce.com. So here we can learn new topics. Okay, I mean, if you really want, you can follow this and you can still do the job. But without guidance, it take time. I mean, if at all, if everyone can learn from here, no one take training, right? Along with our training, I'll also suggest some of the modules from here. If you take those modules and improve, ultimately you'll be learning more. Okay, only Trailhead, you don't see the sequential pattern, how what to follow, right? Randomly, if you know the topic, you can go and take it. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so now I'm listing this one here. Okay, so just Trailhead learning. right? So this is the website. Okay, and also here the point is use developer edition credentials. Whatever the user you registered in developer edition, same user you can use, or email address associated to account. Okay, so I'll show you now how to log in. Okay, so all of you, okay, so after this class, open this document, follow the steps here, Trailhead, open this website, and click on login. You can log in using Salesforce. Okay, click on Salesforce, provide your developer edition username, password, and login. That is one option. Okay, that is one option. The other easiest option, okay, so once you come here, click on this Trailhead. Okay, I prefer this one, Trailhead. And if you see here, if you are using your Gmail, I think it's better to use Gmail. Okay, in this training, whatever materials I'm sharing, YouTube video, everything is related to Google. Okay, so these are the different options. LinkedIn, different even Apple ID you can use. Now anyway, I know that for this, whatever the associated email address is there, right, for our account, if you give that continue, right, now if you see here, this is a email address associated to our class account, that's 105. Click on this one. First time, right, I don't have Trailhead account with this email address. Okay, for you also, you see continue, and first time you need to fill this, so country and state and other things, and click on next. Okay, company, you can give some, or you can simply give home or whatever role you can choose, anything. Okay, relationship, customer, right, mostly if you work, it's like a customer. Okay, so complete the sign up, continue. So this is the way. So now you have this Trailhead. Okay, so now, I mean, slowly what I'll do for all these topics, right, I'm saying explore user licenses. I'll give one link, Trailhead link, where you can go and learn about these licenses more. I'll give one link to learn about users more. Okay, that's the plan. Or otherwise, I'll add one more column and mention Trailhead and link those modules. Okay, so that way you can follow those things. And that's the plan. So before we take some of the training, right? So keep on when you are doing. I'll again explore and I'll show you how these things we can do. So to see our profile, right? I mean, keep on when you are doing these trainings, you get some points. So also you'll be having a profile. If you see right side, this one, and click on profile. So now if you see this one. So this is my profile. You can keep your DP, right? And also this is URL generated. You can also modify. If you don't like that URL, you can give something, right? If it is available, it will work. Otherwise, it will throw error. You need to choose something. Okay, I'm just going with whatever is generated. So now if you see right side, badges means I'll show you. There are some modules. If you complete, you get some badges, points, and all this, and also certification. So there are many certification programs from Salesforce. Okay, when you complete the certification exam, you see all these certifications linked here. Super badges is like a mini project. Okay, if you complete many super badges, you will be having more weightage in the market. And also here, right side, right? Let's say you are new to Salesforce. You have many questions. No one is answering your question. Okay, so this is a community. Go to community, ask your question, right? So ask question. What is your question? Whatever the question you are getting, just type that and give some details and ask in community. Someone will reply to you. If you feel their answer is useful, you can mark that answer as so correct answer, like that. Yeah, that's the community. Okay, you can seek the help from here. So if you complete, you get points here. Your certifications will be added here. Right now we are starting with 0. From day one, since you are learning, since right, if you know this trail hack, from day one, if you start doing this, after 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, your profile will be like very good. Okay, so just explore, just register and log in. So slowly in our next sessions, I'll take some modules and I'll show you how the badges will be added. I'll also explain how to do certifications. What is the website where we can register and have the certification? How to link here? Step by step, we'll learn all those things. Okay, maybe to show you, right? Now this is 0 after a few months, after a few years. So how it looks, just I'll log into my account and I'll show you. Okay, just okay, I mean, even it's all based on our time we do, right? Even more than me, many of the students, they have even 1,000 badges also. Okay, so if you have more time, if you spend more time, you'll be getting more points, more badges. It's all, as soon as you have time, just use that and improve. Anyway, if you are in busy project, we don't get time. Sometimes when you join in a company, if you have less work, don't waste the time. Just spend time and complete. So far I got this many badges, these many points, right? And you can keep your DP. And so if you see, these are the certifications. Okay, so I mean, slowly your profile also will be like this. Even many students, they have more certifications than me. Some people, they have 20, 30 also. Okay, so it's all how much time we have and how we deal. Okay, so to start with, we start with administrator and platform. For admin, administrator. For development, so we have platform developer 1. Those are the basic certifications. If you are in US, for sure you should have those to apply for the job. If you are in India, those are optional. Okay, so but there is a cost, right? So exam fee is $200. Okay, so yeah, all those things are there. If you join in a company, company will reimburse. Okay, like that. Okay, so like that, I mean, advanced administrator, there is a certification, right? And platform developer one means advanced developer. So again, there is a certification. So again, we discussed about Sales Cloud, right? So if you want to know in and out many details, Sales Cloud consultant certification, Service Cloud certification, right? So like that, keep on. There are many things. Okay, just first complete these and slowly we'll understand about the other certifications. And also super badges. So these are like mini projects. It's like you are doing a project. Even some super badges will be having more complexity than whatever the project we work. Okay, so if you complete super batch, you will gain the real experience in a project if you work. So how the requirement comes and how those will gain. Okay, but it take time. Okay, as soon as you have time and if you complete, it will be more advantage. It's not like just sake of completing, right? We need to read it and understand, and even if it takes 2 months, 3 months, understand and complete it. Simply completing 10 super badges but not knowing anything. I mean, in your profile you will be having 10 super badges, but in reality you don't have that knowledge, right? Even certification, all these things, right? See, there are like many people follow different ways and asking someone to complete, but it's better do by your own. Whatever 100 badges or whatever 20 badges you are getting, if you do it by your own, that's the reality. You will gain that experience. Okay, I mean, just that one. So tomorrow I will explain more about the other things. Okay, so tomorrow our focus will discuss about marketing and sales and service applications. Slowly we go from there. Okay, so the thing is how the real project starts and how they assign to service team. Sometimes we directly work in Apple company, they maintain the Salesforce team, right? There is also a concept called product-based companies. All those I'll explain. Those things we don't see in Railhead, right? Those instructions, I mean, really, some of you already were working, you know. Okay, so with some people who ever really worked, they know. So what are the different things and what is the sequence? If we learn, it will be useful. We'll do all those things. Okay, I mean, maybe first 3 or 1 week, it's like theory, right? So this one, that one, I'm going there and explaining. So once after 1 week, we'll be knowing the background of how Salesforce and all these things. Slowly, everything like a practical thing. Right? I'll be daily log into this account and show you. You need to go there and you need to create like this. Each and every topic, step by step, we'll understand. Okay. So the aim is right. So the syllabus is increased. My last batch, it took 5 months for me to complete the training. Okay, that's why this time people are not having that much time, and also, right, if you want to apply for a job quickly, it's delaying. That's why I came up with the concept of admin, right? Basic admin and basic development. Right? First, we'll discuss all the topics, 100% for sure, to touch each and every topic and what we know basics. By 3 to 4 weeks, you'll know admin, and by 4 weeks or 5 weeks you'll be knowing development. You can prepare your resume and start applying for job. Parallelly, you can learn the advanced, more in-depth topics of admin and in-depth topics of development. So that way, I mean, you can start your job search quickly, parallelly continue. So that way, right? So this time for sure it will be completed 10 to 12 weeks. It's not like, I mean, it might take more also. I mean, I just for the sake of completion of the syllabus, only 10 weeks, 12 weeks. It's not like that. I mean, the end goal is we need to know everything what we need to do for the job. Even if it take even 1 more month in reality, yeah, I'll take that. Okay, I mean, that will be useful for you only. Okay, so that's the plan. We'll focus to complete by 12 weeks, 3 months. So that's why I'm running. We're going to run parallelly. After tomorrow, first 1 hour admin, next 1 hour development. So that way you learn both and do all those things. Okay, so that's the thing. So yeah, I'm done for today. Okay, so before ending the session today, right? So any questions, anyone? So before starting, before ending, even middle also, whenever you have questions, you can ask. Okay, so any questions, anyone, based on whatever we discussed today?
Sir, sir, am I audible?
Yeah, yes.
Sir, I'm Sita. So my only concern is like being a first time coming to Salesforce, will a fresher be able to follow both admin and developer side by side?
Yeah. So my first question, right? Are you working or
Yes, sir.
you are not working?
I am working in another domain and I'm looking now. I have 6 years of experience, 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Okay.
working on banking domain product technical customization. So there I am
Mm-hmm.
using JavaScript and all.
Okay. So daily, how much time you have?
That
Anyway,
is
this
also
class,
what.
yeah. Anyway, this class 2 hours, right? Admin and
Yes, sir.
development.
2 hours of the class. Other than that, I will be able to spend only 1 more hour for studying.
1 hour. Yeah. But if you focus on while while when you join, right? If you focus properly, right?
Okay.
And after that, if you have 1 hour, so half an hour admin, half an hour development. Spend that time.
Or should I make it 1 hour for admin and 1 hour for developer? Because I mean, I am simultaneously definitely looking to complete admin
Mm.
certification also, at least admin, because developer will definitely
Yeah,
take
yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, first focus on this training. Okay.
Okay.
Once this syllabus is completed, then focus on the certification.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Don't try
apart from this
to.
training,
Yeah.
1 hour for each of it, definitely we'll be able to. Is it really sufficient?
Yeah. I mean, always. I mean, it's all based on our time, right? So weekend, if you are able to spend some time weekend, you
Okay.
can do some trailhead, right?
Yes, sir.
Whatever that list I'm going to update, right? I'll be
Okay.
adding some trailhead links and all. You
Okay.
might not have time daily if you spend 1 hour, right? So that
Yes,
one
sir.
hour, 1 hour is sufficient for whatever I am explaining to practice those.
Okay.
Okay. The trailhead things you might not be able to do, but on weekend, if you can spend maybe a total 4 hours or 5 hours, okay, you can complete these. Okay. I mean, these
Okay.
modules.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Those are not mandatory. These modules, if you complete, it's will be
Yeah, it's
gaining
like a
more.
practice well and good. Yes, I understand. Okay, sir. Thank
But,
you.
but 100% what you need to learn, whatever I am teaching in our
Okay.
session. That
Even
for
though
sure
my
100%.
only doubt is, even though I don't complete admin training, developer I will be able to follow from your training classes, right? No prior
Yeah,
admin
yeah,
knowledge is required.
yeah, correct. If you go to my channel, right?
YouTube channel.
If you, yeah. So you already, I think I shared some demonstrations. Okay.
Ah, yes, sir. Okay.
So I teach from what is a program.
Okay.
Okay. So you see, is that development this one, right? So
Yes.
it starts with
Using CRM software shouldn't
starts
feel
with
like a
what is
battle.
a program.
Monday sales CRM is not like
Okay, sir.
Our job is as a. I'll just, I mean, I assume that you don't know anything,
Okay,
right?
okay. Okay.
I'll start from, I mean, what are the topics, and I mean, I'll just, if you see this, right? If you
Okay,
learn
okay.
English, how we start? First, we should know
Yes.
letters, we should know
Yes, yes.
words, you should form the
Okay.
sentence, then paragraph, right?
Okay,
Same
sir.
way, program from those basics we start and understand. It's like
Okay, sir.
I assume that you don't know anything and start.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I got it.
Yeah. So any other questions? Yeah, in case
Hello.
sometimes in the yeah, hi.
Hello. As a part of this course, right, we will be learning Sales Cloud plus Service Cloud, right? Like,
Yeah, as part of the admin training, okay, you'll be learning Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. Okay. And as part of the advanced admin, there
hmm.
is one more thing called Experience Cloud. We call as
Okay.
Community Cloud.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll focus
Okay.
on that Experience Cloud. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay.
There are many other clouds. Those we don't
Yes.
cover.
Okay.
Example, Marketing Cloud, right?
Yeah. Industry clouds are
And
so there last up.
yeah, Health Cloud, and there are many things. Even I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, it's all based on our project experience and other factors. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Fine. But majorly, because if you go with manufacturing, automotive, and other clouds also, right? The
Mhm.
basic will be into sales plus services, right? That's the major thing, right? Like in terms of.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
on top of that, all those. It's like
Okay.
this course is like a foundation,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
It's like a foundation. On top of that, you will be learning some new modules. The other people they will be learning new modules. I might be knowing
Okay.
some other different modules, right?
Okay.
So it's not like I know everything. Our students know even better than me in some areas. It's like that.
Okay.
It's all like people journey, the projects what you work. Okay.
Sure. Sure. But it will be covering sales service. That's the basic, right? Major.
Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Experience Cloud. Okay. I'll
Okay.
in next two classes you'll get some understanding what is that Experience Cloud. Right. Experience Cloud is for
Yeah.
partners.
Actually, I have basic knowledge, like in terms of those website building templates, those things. Like.
Yeah. In few sentences to understand.
Okay.
Taking the example of Apple company, right?
Hmm, 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 hmm.
So Sales Cloud, Service Cloud is used by the employees of the Apple company. They log in
Okay.
and they use sales and service.
Okay.
Okay. But Apple company, they have partners and customers.
Okay.
Apple company is having partnership with, let's say, T-Mobile or some other, right?
Okay.
So T-Mobile people, how they access information about
Hmm.
Apple? So through Experience Cloud.
Got it.
Okay. Customers, let's say Costco is one customer
Hmm, 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 hmm.
for Apple. How they access some information about Apple through Experience
Hmm.
Cloud. Okay. I mean, yeah, those we'll discuss slowly. But high
Okay.
level,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, this is Joy. Um, what is the duration for the admin course? Like for, as you said, it is 10 to 12 weeks for the total.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you see that, whatever I shared that image, right? So the plan is 3 weeks. First 3 weeks basic admin, and where should I? Let's say I'll keep here. So basic admin 3 weeks. Okay. Advanced admin 3 weeks. So development 4 weeks for each. This is the plan. Okay. I mean, I cannot say 100% this is the time. No, it might be even more, or maybe a few days less. Okay.
So, or if you can like tell what is the advanced admin and how we will go, like if you give a
That's what
milestone.
I'm saying. Right? So I'll be covering all the topics with the basics. Right. All areas will be learning the basics, how to configure and all. Okay. 3 weeks it will be completed. You know what is what in Salesforce. All topics and all basics. In advanced admin, for each topic, I take more practical examples and explain. Right. So it's like
Okay.
here you will be gaining like 1 year, 2 year, 1 year. What you need to know Salesforce. So after completing this 5 years, 6 years, if you have exposure, what we can complete those things. Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
here sales and service clouds will be covered. Here I also, along with those topics, experience cloud that I cover. Okay? In the same way, development, all topics with basics, advanced development. On each topic, we take requirements and practical complex examples. That's the plan. I mean, the reason is we don't want to waste time. After this, you can prepare your resume and start doing job search. Parallelly, you just learn this. I mean, that's the concept. Okay. I mean, every time I use it to teach after admin, right? No basic and advanced. Admin and development. Okay. Admin 1.5 month, 2 months. Development 3 months. So delaying. Okay. First time I am trying like this. I feel like it will be more useful. Okay.
Okay. So it will be like, as you said, first 1 hour will be admin and second hour will be development.
Yeah, correct. So first 3 classes, I'm not touching development. The reason is for development, admin is basic. If you don't know what is Salesforce and what are the CRM apps and what is that platform as a service, without knowing that, you won't understand about development. That's why first 3 days, 90 minutes, I'm teaching completely the admin, right? So from fourth day, first 1 hour admin and second 1 hour development. It's like that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So any other questions? Yeah. So in case in the meeting, if you are not able to ask questions, you can ping me in WhatsApp. Going forward, I will add you to WhatsApp group. You can also ask there. In worst case, if I don't have time, I will ask someone to help you. Okay. So just ping me in the meeting if you are not able to ask. Okay. So in general, you can ask any number of questions, no restriction. Okay. Yeah. So, and also one last thing. So tomorrow, I think I can take only 60 minutes. After that, maybe I might end the call. Okay, I have some deployment. Okay, just tomorrow 60 minutes. Yeah, if it is possible, I'll continue, but mostly 60 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So any last questions before ending?